already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season, and now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past, and tonight we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the first time AFC champion Houston Texans taking on the 5-time Super Bowl champs from the NFC, the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you. Charles, what a turnaround they've had down in Houston. 4-12 just 2 seasons ago, 11-5 with a wild card loss last year, and now here they are in Super Bowl 54.
We know the city of Houston pretty well, right? Because it's hosted Super Bowls. What have they hosted? 3 so far in their history? The Oilers prior to. Now, of course, the Texans. Neither one of them has ever played in the big game. So that city's got to be out of its mind. I mean, think about how excited they are. Have the Texans representing in the Super Bowl. They've been good recently. Now they got over the top, have a chance to take home the Lombardi Trophy.
Meanwhile, the Cowboys have had some ups and downs since their last Super Bowl appearance, but they're back for the 9th time, trying to win number 6 and tie the Patriots and Steelers. For the Cowboys, their last Super Bowl title quite a while ago, January of '96.
And those were great teams. Jimmy Johnson was their head coach, Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, all Hall of Famers. They were known as the Triplets. But then you go further back to those great teams in the 70s, led by Hall of Fame coach Tom Landry, Roger Staubach at quarterback, Tony Dorsett at running back. Those were great teams as well. This one, trying to create their own identity.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Well, if those at home were wondering if we were going to see some offense in this Super Bowl, I think your answer was right there. Incomplete, but they take a big shot early.
Like the script, if they get the big play early, so much the better. But if nothing else, they send a message. They're going to be aggressive in this game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Haywood. Get it.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Hey, orbit. Hey, check right. Watch it, you
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
X3, 218, chop. Watch twins.
To throw again, Allen. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Allen now looks to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the counter, Elliott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. DJ Reader drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Big grip.
Allen. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the gun, it's Allen. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this will be caught at the 30. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Houston. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Texans push further out in front. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and it's 3rd and short.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They'll try and run for it without him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Prescott now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
He's going to 53. Here we go, 47. 26.
Elliott running right, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Prescott from the gun. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And Forbath will put this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Allen. He finds his target, Fuller. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 25. Check 25.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he cuts it out to this. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Bo Scarborough, 53 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Throwing on second down. Prescott is going to fire one deep. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 73 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Forbath, the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he
he
would have kissed it on the ground.
Throwing on second and 3. Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. Completes it to Samuel. It was third and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the big... And he fires one that's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. The run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
7 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DJ Reader. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
Well, we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
15 line. 15 line. 80 weapons. Jump. Big grip.
Allen off the play fake. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, kill.
Now Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Now Forbath for the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The never-tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On the set. Right there in the middle. 55. Right here, right here. Hey, look. Recon, 1 for down.
This is Scarborough. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
60 Pittsburgh. What we got? What we got? What we got?
On 2nd and 9. Allen hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Ben Banagoo showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They run the counter. Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 1st down sack, 2nd down negative rushing play.
And I will guarantee you right now the head coach is weighing in on his headset to the offense coordinator, whether he thinks it's strategy or he thinks it's execution, because that's going to determine this next play call. Are you staying with what you're doing, or are you going in a different direction?
3rd and long for Prescott. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Get it.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Allen, sideline throw. That's caught by Moore. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's good for the Texans. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You draw Corker. Bravo. Mike 55.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen, he's got Fuller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, 61, matchbox lights. Hey, I-7, nice.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got his target, Samuel. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Here we go. 30 base. 55. I got you. 80 weapon. Check. Shoot.
On play action, Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott flushed out right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Throwing, Prescott. It's caught, Cooper. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
There we go. Crunch time, defense. Under. Mike 37. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. There we go. Kill. There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Come on, D.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. And that's Elliott. Complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Allen. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. From the 31, Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And he's into the clear. The 40, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Check 9, check 9. Hey, Steve 6.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Scarborough. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
No. Christian, travel.
They run. This is Scarborough. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Hey, echo.
2nd and 5 now. Allen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That goes for a gain of 31. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough, and he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Bo Scarborough, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl, and the Texans have retaken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Coming after you. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Allen to throw. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Come on now, let's go.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Prescott to throw. That one complete to Elliott. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Prescott. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Texans 36, Cowboys 26.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DJ Reader in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Got three down. 31's the mic. Hey. Here go 47.
Here's Prescott. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And the Lone Star State has a new champion. It's the Houston Texans, kings of the Super Bowl. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone.